Hello again. I thought I would make another little video about arranging in general and the different things you can do. So I thought I would just start from scratch here and see where we end up and how many things I can touch upon. We'll just make a little test song starting from scratch here. So I think I will add a beat. We'll add a synthesizer, a drum synthesizer, the drum synth LV2. I think actually this synthesizer does need some work. It doesn't really work so well, but it's enough for making a little demo anyway. I have a little keyboard here too, so you can hear, make some sounds. Let's add a drum track that we connect to this synthesizer. As before, we need to, we can set the default setting for this or change it to always use the newest one, but I haven't done that. So for each one, we need to select the port we want to connect the track to. So now everything we put here on this track will be played by the drum synth. As before, I press D to use the draw tool, and we draw a little part here. And I double click on it so we can see it. If I click here, then we can probably hear that it makes sound. Just make a very simple here. I use the D draw tool again. And we'll add a little like that. A very simple beat. Added an extra snare there, and I'll just put down the velocity of that one. And we'll put like that, and like that, like that, and like that. Now I think we have two measures of drum beat. We can add a little something to the end here. If we do it like this and add, I right click with the mouse at the end of the part. You can see we get these blue markers, one at the beginning and one at the end. Now if I enable looping and I press space to play this back, we will play this over and over. And then we can make some adjustments if we want to. Can add it. Maybe like that. It's nothing special, but it serves its purpose as a basis. Now what we want to do here, we want to repeat this over and over. So I click it and I copy it. I use the keyboard for most things. It's available here to copy it. But I press Ctrl C. When I copy it, the red playback pointer will automatically be placed at the end of the part. And I could do like this and paste it with Ctrl V, and we get several parts here. But there's another type of paste that you can do. You can paste the type that's called clones. I will delete these ones with the delete key. And we go back here if we place it there, and I instead press Ctrl and B. You see that both of the parts will change. They will have dotted lines on the sides. That means that they are clones. These parts are exactly the same. They share the same MIDI data. I can keep adding clones here. And if I bring this up and make some change, all of them will be changed since they are the same. This, if you want to do something simple and you want to do some changes to a lot of parts, this is a very efficient way of working. So if we now, you see the loop is visible here too, because it's in the entire program. Disable that one and we move back to the start. There's a shortcut for moving back to the start. It's W. And I press space. We can listen to this marvelous beat. And other things that are possible to do here is that we can select by lassoing the parts like that, and we can move them around, which might be useful. But even more useful is to hold the control key while doing it. So I hold the control key and I click on any of these parts and I start dragging. Now when I let go, you'll see that we haven't moved them. We have copied them. And when they are clones, they will keep being clones. So now we have some data here. We can add something a little more. We can add let's try adding an organ synth. If you add a MIDI track to that one, like that. If you enable that one, you can. I think for LV2 synths we can show. No, there were no presets. Let's see if there are any patches here then. Nothing. Let's look in the GUI then and see if we can make some changes to this sound. I guess we don't need to, just want to. I'm just changing things blindly. That's really weird. Oh, never mind. We'll do it with that one. I'll rewind, and I've armed the track, and actually we haven't saved yet. It's only enforced when we press the record button. So we'll store this now as arranger test. And I'll put it in its own folder. Okay. And we start recording. That's kind of nice. Or do you have another opinion? Oh, maybe it wasn't so nice, but as before, it serves its purpose. It was a bit late there, so I can move this. I think I will extend these just a little bit. I use the draw tool quite a lot. Sounds better. All right, we close that one. We have this little part now. Let's see. I think we can we split this here. I think I was I started playing within this part, so this one doesn't contain anything. So just remove it, and I can copy that one and add another one. For this, this part would actually have stopped exactly at the boundary because we have snap set to bar right now. And that means that it will, at the current setting for 4 beats per bar, we have exactly, it stops exactly. If we had set the snap on some other setting, this wouldn't have aligned. So this second MIDI part might have started wrong with respect to the drums, but that's something you'll figure out. Let's see if we can make some automations to this. Let's see how it works. Let's take this second one, open it up, and we'll see if there's some interesting parameter available. I opened the piano roll. There are actually 2 ways to adding automation in MusE. These days we can do audio automation. We'll start with automation specific to MIDI. We add MIDI control events using the piano roll. I have a control button here, add controller view. Then we can add one of the controllers that are available for this instrument. And it should be pretty much the same that's available for audio, since this is a soft synthesizer. There's a blurred line. It's almost the same thing. I have no idea what these things are. Let's try one of the drawbars. I think these are drawbars. Take that one. And let's go back a bit. Can listen to this. Now let's hold control to affect only existing events, but we won't do that. We will go crazy here and draw new controller events. So I use the D key to enter the drawing mode, and I will draw like a madman here. You never know how this will end up. This is just an example. This will probably not be a good idea in real life. Actually, it was very subtle. It's almost impossible to hear. Let's try another one. What about... I guess there should be some kind of maybe a cutoff. Let's try that one. We can use another tool. It seems to be hidden. Here we have a line drawing tool. Let's try that one instead. And I managed to... Oh, it might be that it only works when we have events. I will draw first. Let's try it now. Like that. So how will this work? Let's see if something updates. Yeah, it's really working. It's very subtle. This cutoff we added now, I have no idea where it is. It's probably okay. Let's move to making the same things on the audio side. You can try pick another one. So it seemed these the drawbars were correct, and I can hear them before. So let's try doing. We pick that one. Then a green line appears here, and then we can use the automation tool. Edit automation. What happens then is that we can, when we come close to the line, it changes to a cross, and we can move around the line here. So what would happen if we press play here now and go look here? You see it working. We need to find one that makes it really evident that this is working. How about yeah, volume is always easy. I'm not sure I saw it. Of course we have volume here, but it's not the synthesizer automation. Here we have volume. Now I didn't change it. Let's make it another color. Volume, and we add it in blue instead, so we can really see the difference. And we have the automation set. So let's start like that, and we'll move around with the volume a bit. Not really musical, but we can show that it works. We could hear it working anyway. The volume was so loud that it distorted, but it worked. So, shall we do something else? We can try adding some plugins. I double-clicked here in the plugin rack. I think we can try what goes well with an organ. Let's go for some distortion is always nice. Maybe a reverb. No, I'll move down all these crazy volumes. Or we could do it like this. Go to the volume and we do clear. Now, since we have reverb here, we have also parameters for the reverb, so we can play with that. For no other reason but that we can. Let's play with the wet amount. And let's do it like this. Oh, we can't have it green. It's just not right. And let's do it like that. So we get crazy amounts of reverb at the end. Oh, hang on. Go back to the drawing tool. Seems I didn't do that right. Or we were actually, maybe we were hit by some kind of bug. Let's play that again and see what happens now. Now we can see that it does its thing. Who knows? Maybe it's useful for something. I think I'll conclude this little demo here. Bye for now.